Hello, team.
Hello.
It's you.
It's me.
It's us.
We are all together.
In a row. Uh-oh. Ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Ho ho ho.
Yeah.
Listen, there is one question we have for you.
Games.
You like games?
We like games.
Press an X in the chat if you like video games. And if you don't like video games, keep your hands off that keyboard. Also, I'm not sure this is the stream for you. If you just don't like video games at all, welcome. We're gonna convince you to like video games. They're pretty cool.
We are.
Pretty stoked about this crew team. What is it? What's Dechart Games Club, Amelia? What is this? What are we doing here?
We talk about we talk about games. We talk about specifically certain games that we like and like what are the aspects that we like about it. We like to deconstruct games to talk about what makes them awesome and what makes them stand out in particular.
Yes, their game mechanics, their gameplay loops, their
characters,
game theories, their characters, the stories, the motivation for the player agency. Today we have some specific questions.
Yes.
Some specific prompts. Can I we should put them on screen maybe? Does that help?
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, like just to make it clear, we want to talk about branching narratives and dialogue in games.
Yes.
Okay. And then the second half, we'll talk about clues, maps, and puzzles.
Like maps, exploration,
Exploration.
Finding clues, puzzling. What kinds of puzzles are the best?
I like that you've just mansplained puzzles.
That's
like puzzles. For instance, like when you're puzzling, when you're taking pieces of a puzzle,
little bits,
and then
like what are the
together
best? Yeah.
The puzzle is one whole puzzle.
Hey, Bookymon, welcome back for 11 months. Saying
Bookymon,
whoop
hello.
whoop whoop whoop
Whoop whoop.
Thank you.
You deserve a moment of tranquility.
Nice.
You know, you deserve this.
It feels good.
A little bit of calmness for you.
Feels right. Mary the Geek is back for 20 months.
Welcome
saying,
back.
20-month celebration.
20-month celebration. Welcome back, Mary the Geek.
Twisted Allegory has gifted a sub to We Love Games in all caps.
We love games.
Nice. Seductive God of Thunder.
Seductive God of Thunder
Is back for 20 months.
Hello.
Megan RK800 is back for 3.
Hello.
Oh, thank you so much for your sweet message.
Wow. And Spooky Potato.
Spooky.
Spooky Potato.
Thank you so much for the gift sub group hug.
Thank you.
If you got one of those 5 gifted subs from Spooky Potat, please say thank you. And you can check out our starter kit. You could come and join our Discord. You're immune from the slow-mo. And as...
Slow-mo can't get you here.
You're moving in fast, regular pace.
Goosey Moosey knows, subscribing with their Prime. Hello, Goosey Moosey. Thanks for being here.
Twisted Allegory, welcome back for 4 months. And Pikachu Kitty, welcome back 2 whole years.
2 whole years.
Nice. Wow, Sasha Valentine's back for 51 months.
51 months.
Yeah.
Is over 4 years.
That's a long time.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
4 years and 3 months, if that is accurate.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
I cannot confirm nor deny anything other than you are the most beautiful person in the world. I love you. This was my date to a wedding last night, and we were talking about it. We've gone to 19 weddings together.
I know, that's a lot.
That's a lot of weddings.
Yeah, some big, some small.
That'll charge you up.
Some fun, some really awkward.
Yeah, one was particularly unusual.
Yeah.
But we'll leave that story for another day.
Yeah. But
oh, actually, we forgot a wedding.
We did?
We've been to 20 weddings because the one wedding when the groom went to go, or the bride went to go perform, and
they left.
They left.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So we 20 weddings.
20 weddings. Ours not included though. So I guess,
so I guess 21.
Yeah, I guess 21.
Wow.
Hey, G needs sleep. Thank you so much for the gift sub group hug.
G needs sleep. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you. If you got a gifted sub from G needs sleep, would you please be sure to say thank you to them? You can check out the starter kit as Amelia said, and we're working towards this goal down here. It looks like we could be spinning a wheel at any moment. 2 Amelias is better than 1.
That's not what I say.
Is yellow camera on? Here, you all love yellow camera. You're gonna love this.
Yeah. So just a quick little sidestep. We were invited to a wedding. The bride was an understudy for a show on Broadway.
This is a different wedding.
Yes.
For the record.
Yeah, and this was not yesterday. This was where they left. And she got called to the theater the day of the wedding. So they got married.
She was an understudy, and she was needed to be
on stage.
Full on.
Yeah. And so they did the ceremony and then immediately left and then came back hours later, and everybody had devolved.
The party had gone on, but it's an important part of the wedding, I've found, to have the bride and groom to mix you.
Yeah.
Because then now you're like, this is a dancing ant. I'm always thinking like ants that like to dance. Those are pretty good. They have like a center of gravity amongst themselves.
Yeah.
That's where the core of any real party is.
The ants who like to dance.
Yeah. we got to dance.
Yeah, I'm an ant.
You're an ant who likes to
like to
dance. I'm just saying.
yeah.
I'm just saying. They're out there. These ants are dancing.
Giggles 1232. Welcome back for 16 months. Hello.
Giggles, welcome back. Thank you.
So, Games Club.
Games Club.
Yeah. I don't know if everybody here knows, but in case you don't know, Brian and I have been working on developing a video game.
Oh, yeah.
And we've been doing that slowly but surely. And
yeah, spoiler, it's a long task to make a game. So I feel like anyone who's playing a game that they've made, or you're playing a game that anyone has made, that person has spent so much time.
Yes, a lot of time, a lot of energy. And so we have a game that we're developing. It is a branching narrative game, because those are some of our favorites to play and to stream.
That's what we're about.
And we had a really cool meeting the other day. And so we wanted to touch base with all of you to just help do a little bit of...
You're the experts.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, team. You've recommended a lot of the games that Amelia and I have played together. And here I could do like, where do I put this?
What is it?
This.
There we go.
But
maybe
it needs,
right in the center, or it needs a backdrop.
It needs a backdrop. You're right.
It could also be above.
What color is the backdrop, everybody? Does anybody know what color the backdrop is?
Could be...
I know about this crew. I'm gonna guess.
Purple.
I'm gonna guess. What did I say? Look at that. Look at that. Megan, we're on the wavelength. Okay. Sorry, go ahead. That's fine. Right?
Yeah, that's good. So we want to get your input about your favorite branching narrative games, and games that do map exploration and clue finding and puzzles the best.
Yeah.
And we are also thinking like games that are indie games, so not like huge big budget ones, but ones that, little company making it happen. Yes, Grand Prismatic. Yes, FTL, the Grand Prismatic. I don't know if we still have a picture of it,
maybe
but we had shown some concept art.
Oh yeah. Do we show like page 1? How about I'm gonna do like this, because otherwise it is those are two different kind of categories. So let's start with branching narrative games and dialogue.
And Triceratops, thanks for being here for 2 months. And Nishlin, thanks for being here for 4. And Policina, hello.
Policina, hello. Welcome back for 41 months.
Welcome back.
Oh, yes. Hello. Oh my gosh, Matt.
Matt BKC, thank you so much for the gift sub group hug.
Offer you a hug,
Yay,
friends.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate that.
So we're moving right along, Matt. These are all great ones. Should we be typing a list?
Yes.
I want to type a list.
We
Or
can make
you know what though?
I could become list.
Yeah, but I'm gonna throw this out there.
What?
It's not that it's if we can't remember it, it's not worth remembering. But we
but
do
the
have the
stuff that
VOD.
lists,
The entire stream
that can
is
lift to
a
the
list.
top.
We could always watch the stream and make a list.
Okay,
But
so
if anybody wants to make a list, we can make a list.
So let's start by shouting out, what are your favorite branching narrative games?
Yeah, we say branching narrative. You say.
Sorry, I hit the microphone.
Yeah, that was rude.
We say branching narrative. You say As Dusk Falls.
Okay.
Yes, I very much agree. I love that game. I also love the amount of player choice, the amount of choice we had as a player. Like constantly, we were being given opportunities to make choices. Quantum Break, I guess that kind of has some branching elements to it. I don't know if I would qualify that as a branching narrative game, because that's not really what leads it.
I have a question. Amelia,
Yes.
I currently feel a little bit lost on our mode of operation here.
Okay.
I would like to define our goal in that we are ultimately considering comparable games to our own game.
Yes.
We have to find the games that are the closest to what we're doing, but that aren't quite what we're doing just now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so the game exists to be played between us. We are building a game, and someday we'd hope you would be the first people to play it. Quite candidly, we're gonna need you to play the early stuff, so you can be like, "This is boring. Don't do that," and then we'll fix it. You know. So as we're making this game, we're finding if you found this game on a shelf that was organized by like vibe and the perfect museum of every game that's ever been there, right? And this game was up on the shelf with them.
Yes.
Where is it? You know, what's it next to? So before we get into like call and response of like a specific game, because then we'll go down a tangential rabbit hole because of who people we are.
Okay.
Why don't we do a thing where we just read out people's games and we do it like everybody's gonna type into the chat when we say a branching narrative, specifically the branching narrative. I'm not talking dialogue choices.
And branching narrative means that the player is having is driving the way that the story is bending based on the choices that they're making about dialogue and how to respond to the NPCs and the different circumstances that are being presented.
Right. In a game, in some games, there are like one or two variables that can change through your playthrough, and there's other games where there are very many variables, and this is what we're exploring.
Okay, so I'm seeing Stray Gods.
Stray Gods? Yes, we know. Telltale Walking Dead.
I'm seeing lots of Life is Strange.
Life is Strange and Life is Strange 2.
Slay the Princess. I don't know that one.
I don't know Slay the Princess, so I'm going to pull that aside. Silent Hill. That might just be by genre a little spookier than my brain's going right now, but we are considering like Resident Evil games as part of the Clue hemisphere of this game.
Detroit Become Human.
And Heavy Rain. Okay, so Quantic's previous games, of which we've played all but Fahrenheit / Indigo Prophecy.
Yeah. Until Dawn. Kindergarten. I don't know that one.
Until Dawn we've certainly played, and the Life is Strange series is repeating. Cyberpunk 2077 is okay. So here's the question. The branching narrative and RPG. It's like, what's
the difference?
Where's the line? Is Detroit Become Human like RPG like 1 or 2, and then there's like RPG like Cyberpunk 2077 where it's like
I feel like for me, I define RPG as it's more about the world building as well as the character building, versus a branching narrative, which is a little bit more linear. You're not having as much of you're not really going on as many like side quests, mini quests, stuff like that.
Okay, so linear in the chapter structure, but the chapters themselves obviously have the branching.
Yeah.
It's defined by AI as a genre where players immerse themselves in a virtual world, taking the role of a character and advancing through a narrative by making choices and developing their character's abilities.
That's
so I think
role
it's the
playing game.
Yeah, that's an RPG. So I think it's the developing the character's abilities thing that is scalable.
Yeah.
It seems like in a game like Detroit Become Human, developing the character's abilities is like, do they deviate or no? But and Connor can do the crime scene reconstruct, and Marcus can do pre-construct jumping and stuff, and Kara can order a piece of hardware for your dishwasher.
Yeah.
I just always thought there was gonna be like, not like Kara with like God of War chains, but like I thought there was gonna be like a possibility that Kara could like, upload and then like go like full like Matrix cyberpunk-y, but in Cyberpunk you're doing like each and every little like stat and the character creator
and the weapons
and you kind of like,
I feel like RPG is more about you're going to like dive into the full world and you kind of get lost in it, versus a branching narrative. You're going to go on you're going through a story, and you can choose how the story is being written, but you're still existing within the confines of that story in particular. At least that's how I see.
So whether or not the playable character is being actively written through
Mm-hmm.
like choices. I guess it's really just what are you measuring though, because like in Detroit Become Human, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
you could make characters always make very closed off choices,
Mm-hmm.
which would yield you to a certain ending, but each of those different layers in between is a different like mini customization,
Yeah.
it's just whether or
Maybe
not you're
also
adding damage to a scope or if
maybe also that a role-playing game has more different kinds of quests that you're going on, like side quests or mini quests or fetch quests versus branching narrative. You don't have that same kind of quest.
yeah. So in the way it feels like maybe the difference is in a branching narrative, I'm coming to the story to meet these characters, and maybe I'm playing with them like kind of in a diorama, like when I have these action figures out.
Mm-hmm.
And then the RPG is a little bit more of like I'm going to like become the character in this. I'm now Witcher. Here I go.
Yeah. Iris
Cool.
Unknown, welcome back for 2 months. Thank you very much for your support.
Hi. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. Also, 907078.
Yes.
Thank you for the 3-month sub streak. You'll notice your little badge next to your name. Your loyalty badge will change colors over time. I'm going to move this up here.
Well, out of between a branching narrative and a role-playing game, the game that we're creating is a branching narrative. I wouldn't qualify it as a RPG game.
No. But I did want to kind of explore that difference, because now I'm thinking about what are the things I put in then branching narrative. All the Telltale games, all the supermassive like Dark Picture Anthology and Until Dawn, Life is Strange, As Dusk Falls, Detroit Become Human, and then like you can say that the story branches in an RPG, but like Mass Effect doesn't necessarily count in. Like when I'm gonna play Uncharted 4, I'm gonna play Nathan Drake.
Well, also
so
with Mass Effect, it's a dialogue tree. So you have mostly like you can ask all these different questions, but if you ask one question, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't ask all of the other ones. It's just like
depending on the circumstance.
Are you choosing to ask about all the Citadel and all of that stuff? Or are you just wanting to get to the point? Versus in a branching narrative, it's like, how do you feel more about it? Like, what's your point of view?
Right. Like in Horizon Zero Dawn, we can ask for like deepest lore of all of these. It's like a file system, it feels like these instances, and then there could separate into further and further. So you could decide to go up and down all of the different files and learn all this deep lore. But Detroit is definitely not that way.
No.
I mean, you could read like the magazines.
Yeah, but
I guess that's it, right?
Yeah, but that's more of a the active gameplay is interacting with the characters and making a decision about your point of view.
So is that true of all of the branching narrative games, that do all branching narrative games include dialogue choices?
Yeah, I would say so. At least the ones that we listed.
Are there any branching narrative games that do not include dialogue choices?
I mean, Detroit dialogue choices.
Supermassive, Telltale, obviously. Telltale, you're telling a tale.
I think that's part
it's
of it.
Defined by.
I think that you have to have dialogue choices.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lila says, I'd say that branching narratives make you feel guilty for every single choice. So definitely.
That might be saying something about me if I feel guilty, right?
But it also shows that like the choices that you are making have to have stakes. You know,
yes.
The circumstances are elevated. It's not. Some of them are more mundane, but the majority of the time when you're making the choices, the stakes are upped. The emotional stakes of the story is like.
Yo, this is super helpful. Goosey Goose, thank you for keeping this this list going in CL2. That's very helpful.
Thanks.
Yeah, and we can extrapolate, obviously. Like if we put we could add like a supermassive, or what is it called? Dark Pictures Anthology. I feel like is definitely on there. I would really like to tap into this like a little more on the deep dive just of the names.
Okay.
Are there more, or did we get them all? Like, there's part of me that's like, have we played all the branching narrative games?
No, because there's definitely newer ones
that are not RPGs, that are not major RPGs.
Like like we haven't played Bloom and Rage, The Lost Records. We haven't played that one yet.
Okay.
There is a Dark Picture Anthology we didn't play because it looked too gory.
Uh-huh.
I think those are the biggest ones that we haven't played yet. There's always more. Oh, we played Twin Mirror. We did.
We did play Twin Mirror, but honestly, I don't think I would do that again.
No.
It didn't really resonate with me. Like sometimes I think the best branching narrative game, I want to get to the end of it and go, no way, hold on, I got to do that differently again. You know, I want to like compare what happened in my playthrough to your playthrough, and then be like a little bit FOMO'd into wanting to see the other outcomes.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, the different endings thing I feel like is an entirely different category from a branching narrative.
Yeah, because I feel like many games can have
like a
different
lot
endings, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a branching narrative.
Right. I think that a lot of RPG games could include having an alternate ending based off, you know, all of your choices kind of adding up to a thing.
There was also another there was another Telltale series, one in space that we didn't play as well. We played the first
The Expanse.
episode. Yeah, The Expanse.
The Expanse, I felt like I didn't know what was going on. It presumed I knew the TV show, I guess.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
12 minutes? No, we haven't played 12 minutes.
I've seen about 12 minutes, yeah. That's top down. A lot of good voice actors is the idea.
Oh, yeah?
Or acting in general. Okay, this is a list of 15 real quick. That Until Dawn is listed, I see. Dark Picture Anthology, Man and Medan in particular, it's listing.
Well, who's listing this? The Gamer.
This is thegamer.com.
Hey KV, thanks so much for the double gifted subs to Fez Witch Games and Coffee Nut. And Cell, thank you for being here for 11 months.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm seeing Dragon Age Inquisition, but I feel like that's an RPG game. That feels huge to me, right?
Yeah.
Until Dawn, we've got listed over and over again. Walking Dead Telltale, we've got listed over again. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Where do you put Assassin's Creed? Like action,
I would not say
action
that.
adventure
Yeah,
RPG.
That's
like
an action adventure to me.
You're
I wouldn't say that's a branching narrative.
Stealth killing. Yeah, this is like with branching stories.
I don't know this game. Kindergarten. Look that up. Copy. Paste.
They list Mass Effect 2 and Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which we consider RPGs that have branching stories. Heavy Rain, Life is Strange, Detroit Become Human, listed as number 3.
That's true.
Just behind Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. So I feel like that's pretty good. And then Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Deux X. Cyberpunk fueled third-person action game. I don't know that one.
Should we? What do you think about? You like it? Great series for FTL. What do we do? Is that one of those ones where I have to play them all in order? Or how many of that game are there? Kindergarten, you want to look up?
Yeah.
No. This looks like an abstract puzzle adventure game. But I don't know enough about it to know if the story doesn't branch. But I don't know what that is. I don't know. We haven't played it enough to answer that question.
Yeah.
Bubble Katie 5. Thank you for
Caitlin.
I'm sorry.
Bubble Caitlin 5.
Hello, Bubble Caitlin.
Thank you.
5.
Thank you for subscribing for 4 months. Thank you.
Thank you for the love.
Thank you.
This is Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess is giving me like graphic novel vibes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
creepy.
Cool. Creepy cool.
Dark, yeah, it's like all black and white and red.
What's the synopsis?
She was pretty dark for streaming for me.
New role-playing experience from the creators of Scarlet Hollow. Choice-driven psychological horror visual dating sim.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Not what I was expecting.
You know what the thing I don't actually need or want is to be psychologically horrid or thrilled.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the least thrilling for my psychology I can get in my old age.
Yeah, I don't need to
Trying
be
to de-escalate my psyche.
psychologically
But the
thrilled.
art looks pretty cool. And it's damsel in distress archetype with a conceptual twist, of
Interesting.
course.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Yeah, I want to be psychologically chilled. I
Mhm.
want to have that.
Or
for me.
like stimulated, but I don't know about
Yeah,
thrilled.
maybe like intrigued. I like intrigued. Yeah, but thrilled means like being chased or something.
Yeah.
Wow. 12 minutes, huh? Oh, what about have you all played it won for best narrative at one time, this Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium seems quite long. I got to say I can't do branching narrative for 1,000 years.
Yeah,
like I tap out on games that are too big.
What do you think is like your optimal length for a branching narrative story? And this is one that you could like for one solid playthrough and you could go back and replay, but
Right.
like realistically with all this with the stuff that you have going on in your life and all like the games that are available to you, what is the ideal time like playthrough for a single pass through a branching
I'm going to do a formal poll
narrative
of that.
game?
Yeah.
Brian's doing a formal poll.
But here, give me a
I'm
sense
seeing a
of
lot
what
of like 10 to 12 hours, 15 to 20, 10 to 12 hours max. Mostly I'm seeing between 10 to 15. It seems to be the
yeah.
is something like if it's a 3-hour experience, is that too short for you?
Well, pitch it better than that.
Okay,
The
okay.
3 hours experience, is that too short for you? The
is-
point
okay,
is,
if-
you could play the game like we play a stream or for 2 or 3 hours.
You did like 12, but yeah, so you could do like multiple playthroughs. Each one is very different, and you get to uncover different places in the maps, or you're getting to meet different characters in a more nuanced way. And each playthrough is about a 3-hour experience. But then if you did multiple ones, then that could add up to about a 10 to 15-hour experience. How does that sound?
Yeah, well, here's my thought is that what percentage of you played Detroit Become Human for yourself? How many of you played it multiple times? And how many of you actually really did truly platinum 100% play all of it? You know? And I think that it falls off pretty sharply, and then there's probably like a pool of you who are like super hardcore into it, got it. It platinumed it all. Amazing. 100%ed all of the flowcharts. See, that's so heartening, because you think about like every different branch you make is potentially more and more rare to somebody experiencing it.
Yeah.
So if you make a thing that has like 1 billion rare little nooks and crannies to find, but people don't go to all the nooks and crannies, then you've made a thing that's too big. But if you have like some games I simply don't want to
Go back
into.
Yeah.
And I think that it has more to do by genre for me. Like, what are the ones that you really feel like you want to play again the most? And a lot of them are dark.
I know.
A lot of them are so dark that I'm like, I don't know if I can go there again.
I mean, I think the important thing is that even if you're dealing with some dark subject matter, that there's enough hope and humor to want to bring you back. For me at least, because if the story is too dark, then I don't want to necessarily revisit it.
Right.
But if the story is dark but also has like a sense of humor, or the characters are like there's something like really intriguing about them, or they're very like dynamic, and I want to see like how I can make choices to get them to react to me differently, then I'm more likely to go back. But I think as if I can really feel the branching changing, then I'm more inclined to do that, because if it feels like, okay, I'm either going to get A or B, then that's, I don't really need to keep going. So that's my instinct. But I don't know. But I do feel like the majority of the branching narrative games that we have mentioned have very dark, heavy subject matters. But I think that's because that's what gets, that's
consequence.
what, gives the stakes.
Huh. I don't know. I'm just gonna close my eyes to kind of picture them because I'm trying to imagine what's the brightest branching narrative game.
What's the
what's like the happiest? Is it Life is Strange because there's some like nostalgic magic hour photography and you're like, oh, I feel sort of good for a minute before I feel horrible again. Like what's the Oregon Trail? Stanley Parable? I don't know. Henry Stickmin collection? I don't know. I'm going to the deep thinking archives. Like I'm trying to like picture a single image. There's fun that's happening I liked our first playthrough of The Quarry the best.
Yeah.
And I thought it was fun. I thought we had a good time. We had a good time at summer
You know
camp.
what? And also, like, Until
good.
Dawn, even though we were dealing with life and death circumstances, I did have a lot of fun playing with it because it didn't take itself too seriously. It had this sense of humor to it, which I think, was a nice foil to the life and death murders. Right? I feel like for me, I need to have some humor in order to be able to palette the intense, heavy storylines.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that checks out.
Yeah. Sal, thank you so much for the big cheers.
Thank you, Sel.
Oh, you would like us to play Oblivion Remastered.
My brother would love that too. Yeah.
Thank
Oblivion.
you for the recommendation.
Thank you for the pro tip. If you want to make sure it's formally logged, put it on the game form. There's
yeah.
Exclamation point games.
Stray Gods is a good example of a lighter branching narrative.
Hey.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we're thinking of that. It's lighter in its art style and that there's musicality.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think a lot of the themes and sort of like major stuff with that is like very Greek tragedy because it's Greek gods. So,
but I didn't feel like super.
What is your vibe?
I didn't feel like super depressed after it. It had a sense
Levity.
of hope. Yeah. But also those were the choices that I made. So potentially there is another version of that story that was much darker. So I don't know. Scarlet Stark, thank you so much for the gifts. Appreciate that. And Matt BKC, thanks for the gifted sub to Blunt Dane. Thank you.
What's up, Blunt Dane? I'm just doing some neck rolls with Earl of Sandwich. Earl of Sandwich is here in the chat. Earl! Do some neck rolls, bro. When was the last time you checked in with the very top of your spine and the base of your skull? How do they feel? Are they working together or against each other?
A little tight, honestly.
I know. Tight. Honestly, I feel a little bit messed up because we got to bed a little after midnight.
We did.
We woke up at 6 a.m.
We did.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
We got video games that we can play when our baby sleeps. When our baby sleeps, we can play some games. And then... when we should just go to bed. You guys, this is the last day of the 6th year of our marriage.
Yeah, tomorrow's our 7-year wedding anniversary.
Tomorrow we're married for 7
years.
Think about that.
What?
You're so cute and fun. I like being around you. What is that?
Just
Puff?
one of my hairs.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the happy anniversary vibes. It's nice. It's
pretty
nice
wild.
To be going to a wedding yesterday and then tomorrow's our anniversary. We're in this like little like hop skip between very like romantically charged days.
Yeah, that's true.
Weddings are fun.
Mm-hmm.
I would say never say no to a wedding unless your gut really tells you like I shouldn't go to that wedding. But all of the other weddings, get to that wedding. Right?
At least for the food. At least for the food.
You're going to get some food. You're going to get some dancing. You're going to get some friendly smiles. You're going to see some happy people. You're going to see dessert happen.
All right. Getting back to this.
Sorry.
How, with dialogue choices
for
branching narrative games, so we've listed our favorites, the ones that we like the best. How many choices do you like to have? Is it 3?
How many responses per...
Kind of, when it gets to 4, sometimes I feel like can be a little bit much, it's like, maybe, I feel like for me, the sweet spot is 3, maybe 2. 3 to 5.
Oh, we didn't bring up Erica.
No.
In our branching narrative talk before.
That's We played that one
full,
once.
Full motion video branching narrative.
3 to 4, 3 to 4, 3 to 5. Two, I think like two, when you have two, that's more of a bigger choice of like, you're going to go this way, you're going to go that way.
That's the 50-50 split screen, which I really liked. And this has got to go. Is that too bright, that light?
Sure.
I feel like my sleepy dad brain needs this to be like that. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Pardon the interruption. Oh, Avid. I bet I've played Detroit. I bet I have. We could play it again someday, but right now we're just kind of in a discussion mode about these games. In the branching narrative choice thing, something that Erica did that we liked, had a third choice maybe come up if you wanted to just say nothing, but it came up a little later.
Yeah, there'd be like this one, and then if you didn't immediately click, that's like, how about this one? I like that.
Well, and I think what it really is that my main thing about these dialogue choices is the trick of getting the player to know what they're opting into by selecting that thing and having it feel like it matches. Because, for instance, if I'm looking at this thing and real quick, I think about ruse. We don't ruse. We don't know ruse. What does this mean, ruse? And now I'm trying to figure out what is a ruse. I guess I know what is a ruse, but I would never just like use it in that context. That's an important decision with a gun.
Yeah.
But if I
like
don't really
attack or
what...
just let them be.
Yeah.
Like, does attack always mean kill?
I don't.
Or stab?
Stab? I don't know.
I didn't mean it.
I think that can be a tricky resonance. So I think it really has more to do with if the character were in that situation, being asked that question with the given circumstances they're privy to, what are the different ways they could respond? And then you have to represent that. I think enough
making the options for the choices like have a clear differentiator, so they're not like too similar. I think you want them to be different enough so you know, like, okay, I'm either going to respond in a way that's like full of courage, or we're going to respond in a way that's full of fear, or I'm going to respond in a way that's very filled with like confusion. Yeah. Like me. Yeah, I think clear differentiators between the branching dialogue. Lethal Vixen, welcome back for 26 months.
Welcome back, Lethal Vixen. Thank you for supporting the stream and hanging out with us and discussing these branching narratives and dialogue choices.
Yeah.
Can I throw out a dialogue choice question?
Yes.
How do you feel when an option is shown to be unlocked because you either found a clue or you have really high charisma, like in Baldur's Gate or something, so you know that you're using your influence or you're using your you know what I'm saying? Your the choice has like an attribute attested to it. It helps a lot. I mean, do you feel like you always choose that one? It just drives the attention, like a skill check. So you're not really picking. Yeah, I mean, well, but you are, because if the thing is like, I have enough intimidation to scare the guard, but I'm talking to the guard and the guard's like, could be convinced without being scared.
Yeah.
Then it changes the beat if I continue to convince him and fail and just walk away and find another way into the castle, or versus if I'm like toughing him with him and now I got to get into a fight.
UK Fangirl Jade asks, are we asking these questions to improve and add insight to the game that we're working on? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yes. This is basically us thinking out loud where we're going with this thing, and quite truly, this is the baseline of who we are making a game for is in this room. Like, I'm not gonna be in a circumstance ever where we make this game and we go, don't tell anybody on stream about it.
I know.
We gotta go get this game to the gamers. No,
yeah.
You're gamer alpha, okay? You're gamer prime.
Yeah, gamer prime. You're gamer prime.
You're Dechart Games prime. You're the first round, so you know. And so why would we be like, hey, we're gonna go make this thing in secret and then like do this thing that you absolutely abhor? You know, you can't stand it. We'll ask you ahead of time, and if you're like, oh, we don't like that, then we just will not.
Yeah. Danielle069, thank you so much for chatting for the first time. And Sigma Cot, thank you as well.
Hello, Sigma. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining.
Mm-hmm.
I see it. It helps players replay sections in case they didn't unlock it, like an indicator. Yeah, Vessel Nix, I think that's a good way of putting it. Like I like to know that dialogue choice in the interrogation scene is there because I found some other thing so I can ask about it.
Yeah,
and I feel like it gives like a mental like, oh, you can see enough of the framework of how the game works that you like feel like you're riding the bike.
Yeah.
Instead of just like in a mystery. Like Mass Effect, for instance, I loved experientially, but getting into asking all of the different questions, I was like so overwhelmed with possible options that I didn't feel like, in bowling, you're like rolling this ball towards those pins and see how it goes because there's like edges.
Mm-hmm.
I need edges, I think.
FTL says that Obsidian presents all of the choices, even if you don't have the skills to unlock it. So you're like, oh, I could do this, but I don't have that ability. I think actually Stray Gods did that as well. Where you could see that you had an option to respond some way, but because you made a different choice previously, you can't use that. So it's letting you know that if you went back and made a different choice, then you would have that option. So question then.
Road 96 does that? So we should put Road 96 on this list because that keeps coming up.
Question then, do you prefer something where at the end of a chapter or at the end of the game, it shows you a flow chart or a map of all of the things that you could potentially unlock? Or do you prefer to have that information in a dialogue choice where you see, oh, this dialogue choice could have been used, but I can't do that because I made a different choice back then. So where do you like to learn about the other potential outcomes in your games? Do you like to know at the end in a bigger picture kind of a way, or do you like to know in the moment? Seeing lots of love for the flowchart, which I agree with.
It stands to reason that the flowchart people would represent themselves thus.
Yeah. Because then I feel like it gives you a more like overview versus in the actual moment. Then you're like, oh, I could have, but then maybe you forget, Tony Spaghetti, yo, welcome back for
Tony.
25 months.
Tony, it gives you a goal. Yeah, it does. I mean, because then it's like then it is effectively a side quest or the mission.
Yeah.
Even though in Detroit your mission is more like go to Bellini's, get out of the car with Alice, find somewhere warm.
Scarlet Stark, thank you so much for the double gifted subs to Nils and 555.
5555.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you hanging out with us, everybody. Thank you for your company.
Yeah. So the flowcharts allow you to see choices that you could have made and incentivize you to want to go back and do it again.
I see that and I hear that.
Hey, Toti, thank you so much for the gifts of group hug. Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Thank you very
so
much.
If you got one of those 5 gifted subs from Toti, please be sure to say thank you.
Thank you.
We're grateful to have you here, everybody.
Oh my gosh, and Crimson, thank you for joining us. We appreciate all of you choosing to spend your time with us and talk about games.
It's good.
Yeah.
We got a pretty good list running from the mods here of all these other games. The ones that we haven't played. 12 minutes, Road 96, The Expanse.
Yeah.
I guess we said...
Bloom and Rage we didn't play.
Bloom and Rage we didn't play.
And we haven't played the Banishers Ghosts of New Eden.
And we haven't played Disco Elysium, but we've decided that's just huge, right? Like, there's some things that are branching, but they're so gigantic that of course they're branching, because that's how you get to so gigantic. I don't know. Like, some of them I just can't set foot in. I just, like, the Ace Attorney games, it's like, you're going to play this for hundreds of hours.
Yeah, it's
and I'm like, I just, like, don't
They get overwhelming.
I don't think I could do that. I don't think I have 100 hours left for that.
Elemangus, thank you so much for the gift of group hug.
We got to show you an unusual thing.
Okay, how about,
Oh.
That's good.
This is a large fish, Elemangus.
Very large fish.
It's been a minute. I apologize for not showing you an unusual thing.
Wait, Elemangus, it's your It's your birthday.
That's your birthday?
Well, grab the confetti.
Grab the confetti. We put a bunch of confetti down by your feet.
Push, push, push.
And next to your desk, you toss it in the air. Ooh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I wish you a year filled with confetti inside of your soul that brings you happiness.
Damn.
And whatever it is that makes you feel extra sparkly, lots of that. For the confetti in your soul.
Yeah, and I hope I send you a small vacuum that you can easily get all that confetti and clean up if you need to.
That's a great pairing.
So you can reuse it.
Yeah.
With a little dust and confetti for next year.
Yeah.
And every year our souls get a little dustier.
That's true. That's true.
In the confetti.
Yeah.
Well, which of these branching narrative games was produced by the fewest people? Because if we look at this list of games and say, like, Baldur's Gate, make a game like Baldur's Gate, that team was smaller than the team that made Detroit Become Human, I think. Was it? Or were there a billion people making Baldur's Gate? How many people worked on Baldur's Gate? Let's Google.
I feel like that was, yeah, I don't know. What about As Dusk Falls? I feel like that's probably
about
a small.
470 people worked on
That's a
Baldur's
lot.
Gate.
That's a lot of people. Wow. Road 96 is about 15 to 20.
And about 430 people worked on Detroit Become Human.
Wow.
180 of them are staff, and then the rest was, processing and other things, cleaning up animations. So the wow.
That's
250 actors were involved in the game's production.
Team
250 actors.
Team Moki, thank you so much for being here for 3 months.
Wow. Thank you for being here.
Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Very tiny game, branching narrative made by 3 people.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Hold on. Cosmic
Wheel Sisterhood.
Witchy.
Very witchy.
It's fun. We like witches.
I like witches.
It's looks like it's a 9-hour game.
Okay.
Cosmic Wheel official trailer overview trailer. You want to see this trailer, team?
Yeah, let's watch some trailers. We can also watch the trailer for the Road 96. Well, if you want to. I need a bud of my ear.
Working on it, babe. All right, team. We're gonna show you what we see. We see this.
Sexual themes, partial nudity, and strong language. Prepare yourself.
Get hyped.
It's going down. Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome, Amelia.
Headphone warning.
Yeah, headphone warning. We have no idea what's going to happen right now.
Developed by Deconstruct Team, the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood is a single-player point-and-click narrative adventure featuring fully customizable tarot cards and deeply intimate interpersonal relationships. Set in an interstellar magical future, you play as Fortuna, a witch banished from her coven for prophesying its inevitable demise. With the help of Abraham, a forbidden being you summoned in order to regain your freedom, you will use arcane symbols to create your own custom fortune-telling deck, reconnect with other witches, and predict their futures. With 7 chapters and optional secondary content, this mystical story about community and identity will take most players between 6 and 10 hours to complete. Play with a mouse or a controller, or even use touchscreen controls on Nintendo Switch. Stunning pixel art pairs with insightful writing and a tender, otherworldly soundtrack in this sprawling story where every branching path is the right path. The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood is available August 16th, 2023 for PC and Nintendo Switch.
Whoa. I'm going to say it because it's our business to say this. Well, it's an interesting choice to have a man do it.
Yeah, I had the same thought too.
What is this guy telling me about the Cosmic Wheel of Sisterhood?
Yeah,
how could he possibly know about it?
I don't know. I did have that thought, but
we don't know it's a man. No, we're not making gender assumptions.
That's true. That's true. Maybe they just
that
have
was a
deep
very.
voice.
That was a dude. That was it. I've heard dudes talk to me before, and that's what they sounded like.
Yeah.
Game of the year in 1996, that game? Cosmic Sisterhood? What was the other one? Road 96.
Yeah, that one, people are saying it's very political. It's like a political satire.
Okay, I don't mind that. Can't offend me. Probably can.
Yeah, I could be offended.
Yeah, all right, offend me. Fucking I dare you, offend me.
All right.
Please.
I've been kept inside so long. I've lost sight of right and wrong. When you left an open door, I couldn't help but explore. It feels so good out on the road and on my own. Waking up now, strings attached, no looking back from ocean waves to desert skies and summer nights. I know.
Of course he said yes! He thinks this is all game! He's a kid!
Run!
It's me. Can we talk? You don't want to do that. Intelligence says the brigades will try something, Mr. President. If they do, I'll crush them once and for all.
Freedom. Nothing is more important. But there are many others in Petria still looking for it. And their journeys have only just begun. Each decision could shape your destiny and Petria's too. Time for you to hit the road.
Why are we not streaming this game right? This should be our next game.
Looks interesting.
Caught my attention. Such a replayable game. That's good. I do like the character designs. The art's pretty.
Yeah. How big is this dev team?
Let's Google it.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
15 by the French studio Dechart Art.
Dechart art.
That was intriguing to me.
Yeah. Pardon says you have to play it several times. It's part of the game, so it encourages you to go back and replay. That's cool.
And As Dusk Falls core team is about 50 people.
Mm-hmm.
And
Went up to about 100.
Yeah, with external partners and stuff.
Okay.
How long to beat? Root.
Mm-hmm.
6 to 8 hours of the main story. Could take you more like 10 if you were trying to 100% it.
We have played Tell Me Why. Yes, we did play.
Oh yeah, Tell Me Why should be on the list.
I liked that one.
Tell Me Why is really good.
Yeah.
I really liked Tell Me Why.
Yeah, I think so. I like that one.
Yeah.
Maybe should we move on to puzzles?
I think we
Puzzles and
should
map?
move on to puzzles. We got a pretty great list here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We are gonna move this here like that, and we're gonna call it
Maps and
Slay the
puzzles.
Princess? No.
Oh.
Oh wow! Bless you.
Thank you.
Always sneeze towards the mic, they say.
Blueprints. Yes, we played some of that game. That one was cool. Thank you. I feel blessed.
You're so blessed right now. Clues, maps, and puzzles. Amelia.
Yes.
Blueprints is cool. I would check out some more blueprints, but I think it's more of like a little bit of a vibe for me than I kind of streaming it and playing it.
Yeah.
This is not quite a fit.
I
sometimes.
feel like a lot of the time games that are fun to play aren't necessarily fun to stream or to watch. So finding games that are are in that little sweet spot of fun to play and fun to watch is a tricky spot to land. Blueprints was cool. I liked the fact that we were exploring a big old house, that the map was changing, the blueprints of the map, we were looking for clues. I did feel like the stakes were there was not it's not a branching narrative game, so the story,
It's a puzzle.
it was more about the puzzling, which I thought was really cool, and I liked how it was changing underneath us.
Yeah, I definitely liked it for its puzzles. I think actually puzzles might uniquely be part of the set of games that I do, or even parts of games that I don't like to play while streaming, because you can't help as a viewer either want to help, right?
Yeah.
If you see someone struggling and you genuinely do figure out the puzzle, what should you do?
Yeah.
Or you want to let everyone know that you know the answer to the puzzle, and so sometimes people will just say what the answer to the puzzle is because they've seen it streamed before, they've played it again.
Yeah.
And so the mods don't know the difference
Yeah.
between what somebody who's like spoiling it out of like they've seen a playthrough of it versus someone who's organically in the moment being like, oh, I want to you know what I mean?
So when you're
So it's hard to stream those kind of games.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, as the streamer, I really am trying to figure it out, and I really am thinking out loud, but I actually kind of don't want stream to really help me. And then that's a weird thing, is because like people are being like, oh, I'm sitting on my hands while you try to figure it out. But like if someone's just telling you the answers to puzzles, all you're doing is inputting. You're not actually like puzzling.
Yeah.
So it's puzzles actually.
Maybe it's like the types of puzzles.
I think we need to specifically put visual puzzles.
Yeah.
Because we're not, that's what we're.
Visual puzzles. Like
It's perspective puzzles.
Yeah. Like, for example, Resident Evil 2, the puzzles in that game are really fun.
Like the light.
Yeah. Or, putting the pieces, different pieces together of, like to make a key or something. Or maybe it was Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, where you were having to move an object around in order to create a shadow, and that shadow was going to unlock the key or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where you're manipulating things. It's not like
you're getting things to line up. It's less of
more like a toy.
It's more abstract than like a spatial puzzle.
Yeah.
Actually, I do think that what we're talking about is spatial puzzling, because it's a perspective is one thing, but I think spatial meaning something's orientation. I mean, can we say just spatial? The spatial includes perspective.
Yeah. Is that a thing? Spatial puzzles?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, let's look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's but the T though. Spatial.
What is a spatial puzzle?
A spatial puzzle is a type of puzzle or challenge that requires the manipulation and arrangement of objects or shapes in a two-dimensional or three-dimensional space to achieve a specific goal or configuration, often involving visual and spatial reasoning skills. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's you're not trying to do math puzzles.
No.
Okay, you're not trying to do like
I guess I think a puzzle that's not too
we're talking about the manipulation and arrangement of objects. We're talking about putting something here.
Yeah.
Putting something here then. Looking at the thing you put there from this angle and revealing that.
Yeah.
Monument Valley? What? I don't think we've played Monument Valley.
No. Yeah, lucidity, like a puzzle that works with the environment and changes the environment. Yeah, and solving it intuitively. Monument Valley, I think is what it's called. Crickety.
Whoa! I love this. Hold on, I gotta show the people the town that I see.
Show the people.
Team. This is this website I'm on. About Monument Valley? This is cool. Really visual satisfaction.
Big fish.
You like to get eaten by a big fish.
Netflix games.
See if it's funny when it happens to you. Monument Valley looks cool.
Exclusively on Netflix games.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it's very pretty.
It is very pretty.
Very
Cool. Thank you for recommendationing that.
Video nerd, welcome back for 14 months saying I like games. And Scarlet Star, thank you so much for the cheers. Appreciate that. Oh yes, we've played Night in the Woods. We did I think one playthrough of that.
Night in the Woods.
That's
Yeah.
the little fox, little cat character. I liked that one.
Yo, Monument Valley, this game we just watched the trailer for here, was made by a core team of 6 people.
Oh wow. That's cool.
I really love the art. It's beautiful. And it's really like a place you want to spend time looking. If you're going to be looking at something, you want it to be pretty the whole time. don't
Yeah,
you?
visually exciting.
So when we're talking about the cuzzles, Bri,
The cuzzles.
I'm tired, babe.
Me too.
We stayed up late at a wedding.
Yeah.
I might be on the kind of the edge of my ability to be conscious.
Same.
When it comes to clues and maps, what are the games that, if I say clues and maps, you say what? Hit me with all the games that you first think of. What's the best? Myst, you know it. Myst is already chief on the
Uncharted.
detective stuff.
Blueprints.
Nancy Drew.
Resident Evil, Little Nightmares, Outer Wilds.
Resident Evil's got a lot of
Elden
showing.
Ring, Inside, Tomb Raider, Franbo, Outer Wilds, Tunic,
What about
Split Fiction, Resident Evil Village. Hey, Batch Brain Rot, welcome back for 8 months.
hello, welcome back.
Thank you. Appreciate you spending time with us.
Thank you for your support, friend.
Portal.
Yeah, Portal has got a lot of
Yeah.
I think Portal was kind of, and Hellblade.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, well, not really clues and maps though.
No, Hellblade is more about the spatial puzzles and the perspective puzzles, the light puzzles. And like, where are you standing? And then you see the shadow and stuff, you know? Yeah, some of those puzzles in Portal are definitely like very intense.
Yeah, but we did it.
We did.
I'm sure we got a little help from chat from time to time.
The Witness? I don't know that one.
The Witness?
Oh. Portal made you sick. Yeah, it definitely is a lot. But fun. Ori games have 2D spatial puzzles.
Here's The Witness. Trailer. Although.
What about Gris? That one also has some cool puzzles.
Gris does have cool puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
How many people worked on Gris.com?
How many people worked on Gris.com? Journey?
Results not conclusive.
Small studio, I bet.
Cha.
Cha.
All right, here's one more game trailer for this Witness puzzle game. It's got my attention. Headphone warning. I don't know what's gonna happen to you. Good luck.
Oh, they can't see.
They will. You will be. Just gonna go ahead and run this back.
Oh.
I want to play this pretty much right now. I like what's going on visually. Yeah. This is really good.
Yeah. Cool.
This game's been waiting for me for 9 years.
Thank you for that recommendation. Yeah, I love the cello. The music felt very calming.
Yeah,
You wake
it's-
up alone on a strange island full of puzzles that will challenge and surprise you.
Yo, giving missed. Giving so missed.
Definitely giving missed.
I want to do this right now.
Right now? Okay.
I mean, not right. I'm too tired, but I
Yeah.
do want to do it right now.
Yeah.
That's a really good Whatever Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Oh, speaking of Whatever Wednesday, we got some unusual stuff on the schedule for
We
you.
do. On Tuesday, special guest actor Nick Apostolidis, who plays Leon Kennedy, is going to be joining us on stream.
It's true.
And then on Wednesday, the next day, our friend Ben Levin, aka the Grasshopper, is going to be joining us also. Very stoked about that.
Very stoked, much stoked.
Stoked.
And then on a Wednesday henceforth, which I think is, and I truly mean Wednesday
Henceforth.
hence.
Is it like the third or something?
No, it's
The
the
second?
9th. It's the 9th.
Okay.
Some of y'all can't stop talking about Roblox, so I'll give it to you.
We're gonna Roblox.
We're gonna play Roblox, and we hope you'll enjoy. But because I literally get asked to play Roblox so much that I've been planning.
Well, there's so
to
many
give you what you
different
deserve.
rows of blocks.
You're gonna get Roblox on Wednesday the 9th. Okay?
Yeah.
It's what you're gonna get. And it's what you're gonna like. Because some of y'all don't want Roblox, but some of you do. Really badly want Roblox.
Yeah.
In a way I've never seen. Because there's so many games on Roblox. Roblox is saying like a whole hemisphere of games. You know, it's like someone being like, play an Xbox game. You know?
Mm-hmm. Vampy Spider, we have played Stray. If you would like to see a list of the games that we've played and links to the YouTube VODs, our Discord has a page called Our Top Games. And that will get you links to a good amount of them, including Stray, which we loved Stray. Very, very fun. Very cute little cat. Fun puzzles. That was a good fun puzzling game. We have not played Viewfinder. No. Viewfinder.
Yo.
What?
Magnolia Sims is stuck in traffic.
Oh, Magnolia!
However, while in traffic, Magnolia Sims still
No!
gifts prizes
What?
to the people of the town.
Magnolia!
So Magnolia, travel safely,
Yes.
and with some expedience. soon enough. And thank you for gifting these prizes to the people. We
Oh
have
my gosh.
6 of these.
What?
These are our card packs. We made with the help of some community artists these little collector card packs.
Mm-hmm.
And inside each pack is all 5 of the cards. So all you have to do is type something in the chat right now onto anything at all. And Magnolia Sims would like to send you all 5 of these fun little headcanon cards. We made them for the 7-year celebration of Detroit Become Human. Some
Yes.
favorite moments from our little Dechart Games universe.
Totally.
Mags also sends along a Games Club thought that basically that the akin to the prompts not matching what you do in a branching narrative game. If the game gives you a line, like a sentence, Mags is saying it should be that sentence that you say.
Yeah.
Because if they say something else that's kind of like the gist of it, you're like, yo, but that's not what I wanted to say. You just got me to agree to like get out of here now.
Yeah.
Get out of here now is a very different thing to say than like, if you
I'm
don't get out of
leaving.
here right now, then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say no, no, no. And you're like, well, that's not the vibe at all what I was saying.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. You want to feel like you know what the choice that you're making is in line with.
Yeah, that it fulfills the next moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Confirm. Thank you, Mags.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'm gonna
And
pull...
best of luck with the traffic. I know what that's like.
We do. No,
Yeah.
that's like we live in the land of traffic.
Yes.
It's a good reason to stay home. Honestly,
It's true.
that's why you'll find me on the internet, the interwebs. I'm gonna send 6 messages to
Okay.
6 winners.
So type into the chat if you would like to enter yourself to win our card pack, and we're gonna pull 6 winners right now, and those 6 will get a whisper from us with instructions on how to claim your prize. So yeah,
Let's do
typey.
this. All right, I've got some people here who are really destined to win. One is We For You. We For You, congratulations. I've just sent
Congrats.
you a whisper with instructions on Twitch how to claim your prize. Also for Channa or C. Hannah, 107, congratulations.
Yo, winner number 2.
Next up, it's Pumpkin Coast. Pumpkin Coast 692, congratulations.
Winner number 3.
Winner number 4 has got to be Set of Words. Congratulations, Set of Words.
And 2 more winners.
No, well, you know who's the...
Type if you want to enter to win.
Type if your name is Be Real 7. And one more winner from Magnolia Sims, I do believe.
Yes, one more.
It is... Come on now. It's Merpton.
Merpton!
Congratulations,
Congrats.
Lucky Merpton.
Congratulations!
Congrats. And thanks, Mags,
thank
for
you.
supporting the stream with gifted prizes. You can check them out on dechartgames.com, or there's a panel down below the video you can click on. Well, Amelia Rose, I think we
Ryan.
should probably ramble on,
Yes,
given that we
are half asleep.
are half asleep and we're half asleep.
Yeah.
That's just, I'm tired.
It's true.
Just a simple fact.
Some days just
Nice. Okay, they're playing some Overwatch Pride event. Great. Let's go.
Oh, that's nice.
Ex Oblivion GG is streaming some Overwatch Pride event with Overwatch actors and creators raising money for the Trevor Project. Let's
Oh,
go
I
show
love
love.
that. I love
That's
that.
a great idea. Okay, so if you don't know, exclamation point Trevor Project in the chat will get you the link, I think, as well.
Yes.
The Trevor Project is an awesome resource that's made available, especially for young people in the LGBTQ plus community who might need support.
Yes.
And we strongly recommend you check out the resources that are available, because there's a lot of people who spend a lot of time to help a lot of other people. And you can be helped and you can help people. So thank you for being helpful.
I
And
love
know that
that.
there's help available for you if you need help. Because there's nothing wrong with that if you need help. Sometimes I need some help. Sometimes I need help and I just turn to Amelia and I say, I need this help.
Yeah. I mean, we all need help sometimes.
We need it.
Yeah.
So thank you all for helping us and each other, you know? But yeah, this is perfect. This is a great thing. Happy Pride Month
Yes.
to those of you. It's the 29th, but you all have Pride every day you like. We're proud of you.
We are. We are.
Pumpkin Coast. I'm going to redraw for Pumpkin Coast. One more winner.
Cool.
from Magnolia Sims. Thank you for letting me know, Pumpkin. And it's Arikster.
Arikster.
Congratulations, Arikster. You're the winner.
Congratulations.
No problem. Just sent you a whisper with instructions, and now we're going to set up this raid to go show some love to the
Ex-Oblivion.
Oblivion
GG.
GG.
Sweet.
We love to see it.
Well, friends, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us to talk about games and what makes these types of games extra special.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Miss Okami,
Miss
for the gifts of
Okami.
the hug and your support. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, 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 thank you. Appreciate you.
Really appreciate you.
Oh, we should give away a token of gratitude.
Okay.
Because it's the end of the stream.
All right.
So to someone who's typing in the chat right now.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's got to happen. It's going to... Moss Green Robin.
Moss! Congratulations!
You've already won the token of gratitude.
Oh, never mind.
Hold on. I gotta pause this raid.
Okay, it's stressing us out.
Yeah, it's stressing me out. That's amazing. You are a very lucky person, Moss Green Robin.
Wow, yeah. Our bot likes you.
Unfortunately, you can only win the token. I think you're the first person that really the token's ever landed on twice. But you'll have only the one.
Only the one.
This is our token of gratitude prize, and we send it to you to say thank you for joining us live and for supporting the channel. And we want to send one to you. It's gonna be an honor.
Go, go, little bot, go, go.
Go, go, little bot, go, go.
Go, go, little bot, go, go.
The winner is Chicken Nugget is Burnt.
Aw.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And also, sorry about your chicken nugget.
I know, I know.
Thank you. I just sent you a whisper with some instructions. Chicken nugget is burnt.
And Moogie Blue.
And Moogie Blue.
Welcome
Merci
back
beaucoup.
for 60 months.
Thank you, Moogie Blue.
Aw,
Thank you for being here.
your support.
All right, now we can queue up the raid again.
All right, let's go.
Apologies. My name is Brian.
My name's Amelia.
And this is our Geek Vibes. Up.
Geek Vibes.
Can't raid. Everybody, no, Geek Vibes has done a thing. No, everybody stay right where you are. I know you thought you were about to go on a raid for Pride Month and play some Overwatch, and you are.
We will.
You are in just a moment. We gotta spin this wheel, okay? Prize and challenge wheel. How's it work, Amelia Rose? What's it mean? Oh, we didn't define the Ultra Prize.
Okay, let's do that.
The Ultra Prize?
The Ultra Prize is...
The Ultra Prize is... You know what?
What?
Since I'm about to do them, I'm about to do the rest of these voice message prizes. Let's make the Ultra Prize 3 different winners of voice message prizes.
Oh shit.
Is that insane? Is that too ultra? All right.
I mean, that's ultra.
Did we do the low music one? No, but we got to do the low music one when Low's around. I feel 3 voice prizes in a row, or it could be anything. It's blue. It's a voice message. A single voice message prize for the people of the town. All right. Go ahead and type in the chat. The voice messages are up on dechartgames.com, and they're just a fun little way to send a message to a loved one or to your own self, because you're supposed to love yourself too, and we like that about you. So you can have a message from a friendly character or from one of the 2 of us, and we'd be happy to send you some good vibes.
Yeah. So let's pull a winner for the voice message prize.
Voice message. Boom, boom,
This
boom,
cold
boom,
coffee
boom.
is doing it for me right now.
I know, I kind of want some warm coffee. I kind of want any amount of coffee.
Mm.
It's Gabby X.
Congratulations!
Congrats! I'll send you a whisper after the stream has come to its conclusion. And with instructions. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the channel. Thank you for helping us hit our goal.
Yeah!
Have a good rest of your time zone. And we're going to have a good time on this Ex-Oblivion GG raid. We are going to come with you.
Yep.
Shout out and much love to the people of the town. Thank you, mods, as well.
Thank you.
Thank you to our Discord team and our moderators on Twitch. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for hanging out with us.
We will see you on Tuesday with our special guest, Nick Apostolides, who plays Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil 2 Remake
Get hyped.
and Resident Evil 4. And then the very next day is Wednesday, and our friend Ben Levin, aka the Grasshopper, is going to join us live.
It's going to be fun. My name is Brian.
My name's Amelia.
And this is our
our
Twitch.
Twitch.
Have fun on the raid. We're coming with you. Let's go, 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 go.
Go, go.